up. Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Zane and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are playing Darcy. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and let's get right into this game. As you can see, we are starting on our blue side, going to be ending up towards the dragon, of course, as we always want to be doing. On most junglers, you do want to be ending up on the dragon side just because it's more gold there. Also, you can help out the ADCs and you can gank the ADC lane easier. With the Darcy jungle, of course, you want to be leveling up your second skill at level 1, but you want to be maxing out your first skill first. Is because it makes you such a menace in team fights and just getting picks. Also, whenever your passive procs, you do want to be using the second skill in the jungle, but when the passive procs, you know, the little red bar that you get for hitting minions with basic attacks or abilities, you usually want to be using your first skill when it is in team fights. Here we can see that there is we're able to pick up a gank. To do this, we use our first skill to slow the Pura, then we try to actually grab them both with my ultimate, but unfortunately we only get the LCU. We were a bit greedy there, which is why we didn't get the Pura, but we were able to slow the Pure with our first skill. It took a slow by 60%. By the way, guys, you can see that I used my second skill there on the minion. Also, if you guys didn't know, the enhanced second skill, you know, it has a much larger radius for the explosion, and also it gives energy back per unit hit. So if you're hitting like 5 minions in the minion wave with the second skill, when it's enraged, you will be able to basically fill up your rage bar to full again, and it's just going to be crazy. So yeah, whenever you can, just clear your waves with that. I ping the blue here because I know that Murad is probably here if he wasn't contesting the blue at all. We were able to use our ultimate onto him, but he avoids getting pulled back with his second skill, the immunity there. He's able to just iframe out of my grab, so he does not get pulled back to the position with the exploding bomb, but we're still able to pick up the kill. He is kind of cornered there. Yeah, guys, we knew that he was at our blue buff because, of course, he didn't even contest, and you can see there that I ping his blue because I know that he ended up top side, which is why he went straight to my blue. So he must have ended up on his blue. He must have started with his blue buff at the start of the game, which is why it was left up. So just a little bit of jungle tracking there. Here we slow again with our first skill and then try to hit them with our second. Of course, you want to be casting out your first skill first and then throw your second. That's just way easier to hit the target. As you can see right here, we're just going to throw everything on this Pure and just blow her up. We use our second skill there in the fight. I said my first skill usually, but when it's in a position like that, we are able to get a really nice ultimate, and the passive does proc at the same time. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to just get that second bomb and deal some massive damage. Here we can see that Murad just used basically all 3 of his skills, so he's just such an easy kill. We just walk up here and hit him twice with the first skill. Of course, the first skill lasts for 5 seconds. You know, the another dimension state only lasts for 2 seconds, but the enhanced basic attack actually lasts for 5, so it's much longer than you would think, the basic attack. So that's why we were able to just hit him back to back with the first skill. Here we can see that there's some fighting going on top. We're just going to speed up with our first skill, and that Baldum tries to run away, but of course he is not going to be able to get out, and our Ryoma is able to pick up the kill steal. Very nice by him. But yeah, that's another thing with the Darcy kit. If you want to just sneak up pretty much and try to get that sneaky ultimate, you can use your first skill and speed up kind of. This is especially good when ganking lanes like you saw me there. It just gives the Baldum and other heroes less time to prepare for you to come, so you can just run in with your first skill and use your ultimate, and they have no time to react. By the time they know what's going on, it's too late and they're already stuck inside of your ultimate and they will be recalled back. We can see that Elsu here is just trying to escape. We try to throw our ult there. We can see we're hovering it, but he's actually too far gone at that point. That's because he used his flicker. so he's able to escape there. And we're just going to be hitting this tower. We can see the Marauder is stacking, and he actually gets up to 4 stacks. We're just going to go under tower, zap him with our first skill, and that's going to be the end of his life. Guys, also, if you didn't know, the first skill of Darcy, that little lightning bolt basic attack, does so much damage to towers. It's completely insane, the amount of damage. You can basically 2-shot a high ground tower late game with that skill. It's easily one of the strongest tower taking abilities. It's like a Scud smash. It's like a Scud punch pretty much on a tower. So easy. Here again, we can see that we use the first skill to speed up. We trap her in the ultimate, and it is too late. After the bomb goes off, and we can see that she survives by a little bit of HP, we just teleport back to the position. And you know, if she flickered or something after we teleported back, we would have just used our first skill and she would have been dead either way. So it was basically a guaranteed kill as soon as we got the ultimate off onto her. And that's really what it is, guys. A lot of the time, just as soon as you get the ultimate off, you know that it's a free kill. Unless they're like a Marauder or something like that, which can avoid getting sucked back into the ultimate. Like with the Marauder, he has those iframes that he can just use to avoid getting sucked back, which would keep him alive. But other heroes, you know, even the Baldum, you're going to see that I will just be melting him in the end of this match. It's completely ridiculous the damage that we're able to do. Easily one of the strongest heroes in the game. It might even be stronger than Florentino, I'm not sure yet. Here again, you can see that I slow with the first skill, then use my ultimate to trap her. She actually tries to flicker onto me, but I guess she doesn't realize that she is going to be teleported back. And you can see, guys, the HP of this tower is just gone. Look at that. You can see we use our first skill and we just completely avoid the CC and half of the damage of that Illumia ult. There, we use our first skill to slow the Illumia, then try to throw our second skill, but unfortunately she is a bit faster than that. We throw it on our ultimate while this Baldum is leaving. We throw it on our second skill as well. And guys, you want to be waiting a little bit after you throw your ultimate to throw that second skill, because, let me explain this. The ultimate recalls you after 2 seconds. Meanwhile, the second skill explodes after 1.5. So, the best efficient way pretty much is to throw your ultimate, wait 1 second, and then use your second skill in either enhanced or just regular to make sure that it explodes when they get there. You'll see at least once in this game that I actually use my second skill a bit too early. I kind of underestimate the amount of time I need to give the ultimate to recall, and it's just too much. Here I try to get the Baldum and the Illumia, but actually we missed both because we got so greedy. Again, guys, look at that first skill damage onto Baldum, a tank. We chunked him down like 40% of his HP bar with one skill. 8 minutes into a game, we are hitting tanks like they're nothing. It's completely insane. You can see Illumia, 80% of her HP gone with first skill. Where of course it lasts longer than 2 seconds. So we're able to just hit her with the first skill once, then hit her again as soon as it's up, and just back to back insane lightning strikes. It is just crazy. Basically one-tapping everybody in this match. We can see again the tower damage from the first skill as well. That's really why you want to be leveling up the first skill. It's guaranteed damage. The second skill, of course, does get damage as well, but it's not guaranteed like the first skill is. You can see we get the speed up here from our passive. We're going to use our first skill to charge in. And guys, look at that Baldum. He already knows what's coming. He is so terrified of us at this point. He just dashes away. He wants none of it. We are able to hit the Pure there with our first skill. And guys, look at that damage. But you can see we throw our second skill as soon as we hit our first, but the Pure is able to run out of the way. Of course, you want to be doing that 1 to 2 combo, because the first skill slows the target by 60%. So you'll usually see me doing that. The Baldum flickers over our second skill there. And here, guys, again, the Illumia gets stuck in it. Look at that damage. That's what I'm talking about. When you get stuck in that kill, when you get stuck in that ult, it is a guaranteed kill this late into the game. You already know as a Darcy player that they are going to die. If she had 2 times the amount of HP she did there, she still would have died. That's how much burst we have at this point. There is literally nobody on their team that can tank us. The Baldum will also probably get one comboed by us if he tries to fight. That's why he dashed away from us at top just when we were walking up. And guys, it's literally a ranged Darcy that can just destroy in team fights. I don't even know what to say about this hero, guys. It is busted as hell. So here we're just going to be going mid. Of course I want to go to the dragon because that helps me be a lot more aggressive on these high ground towers. We're able to actually get Pura, but we eat a snipe, so we can't really follow up on that, on the ult that we got onto Pura. We actually got pretty chunked there, so I'm looking for stuff to hit with my first skill. I was looking to keep my passive up so I can use my first skill again and heal. And guys, look at the high ground damage that we are doing. 2 taps of the first skill and the tower's gone, and we're able to get our last item. Pura half HP from a first skill. We're able to ult both the Illumia and the Elsie there, but guys, you can see that I used my second skill too early and it actually dealt no damage to the bomb. But guys, it literally didn't even matter. We just used our first skill and one-shot the Elsu and the Illumia on different occasions. Just disgusting this year. The Baldum take 2 shots and he is at 20% hiding in his core. A Baldum hiding in his core from a mage, guys. Are you kidding me? That is how you play Darcy. You can literally just tell the amount of damage that we were doing with the ultimates, with all that stuff. That's why you want to be leveling up that first skill, and guys, 50% damage in a Conqueror ranked match. That is just unbelievable. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hope the guide helped you on the micro skills, and I will see you all in the next video tomorrow. Peace out.